Hi, welcome back to my channel, and this is a sound off on the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, so this is somewhat of a disclaimer, but y'all probably not gonna like what I have to say in this here sound off video because y'all just not gonna like what I have to say. I'm just gonna keep it 100, okay? I'm still trying to keep the energy fresh, and I ain't trying to be mean and bitter or nothing like that, but I'm about to sit up here and lie. Okay, just so let's just get into it. Mia crying in the bathroom, all that. I couldn't. Like I cannot do it. This is girl bye. Girl bye. Okay. Like I said in the last review, you did not protect your kids. Okay. Karen and Giselle, they did not lie. You did not protect your children. Okay. I don't even believe any of what's happening with Mia and Gordon's storyline. Like, I don't know. Why would you bring this to the show? People are like, well, Gordon brought it to the show. Gordon, Mia, and that short man, they are all working in cahoots. Like, you cannot convince me otherwise. You brought this to the show. And I think Mia probably thinks, oh, I'm protecting my kids because this is not a real storyline. It's not for real. It's for play. It's a storyline, whatever. My children won't be affected by this. Your children will be affected by this. Because this is weird. This is why? Why are we doing this? So her tears, I don't care nothing about it. Her boo-hoo-hooing, it didn't move me. You know what moved me? You know what annoyed me? Was Jacqueline. Don't let them say nothing about you being a parent. They don't know you as a mother. No one cares. No one cares. We know that Jacqueline currently holds the title of Mia's representative. It needs to be Mia's flunky, okay? Mia's footrest. Because, girl, this is the same lady that posted a video of you getting violent with your baby daddy. This is the lady that you're consoling in the bathroom. Girl, goodbye. I don't feel like I'm going to like Jacqueline this season. I just don't. If that's what you're going to be here for, is to be Mia's puppet, Mia's cheerleader, Mia's representative, Mia's mouthpiece, gone on with that. You did that season 7. And where did it get you? Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about the newbie, Stacy. She's really pretty, okay? She's really pretty. She's a bougie black girl. And if you don't know nothing about me, I go up for a bougie black girl, okay? I love me a bougie black girl. I really, really do. And she's giving all of that. But let me find out that this is really Kenya in disguise. Because when I say she looks just like Kenya, is this your cousin? Is this your cousin, Kenya? Y'all from Detroit? Both of y'all from Detroit? Y'all look like clones. Like, what's tea? Is this your cousin, but you can't say it's your cousin because you don't want Bravo to be mean to you? Like, what's really going on? I need y'all to figure this out. Kenya, come get your cousin, okay? You be needing a village. This your cousin right here. Y'all need to link up. No, but for real, I think I like her. I like the new energy that she's bringing. I love how she's just like above certain behaviors. I can get with her. This conversation she was having with Ashley, though, interesting. I'm just going to say interesting. It doesn't look like we'll be seeing her husband. Something tells me, baby, there's a real story there. Because when she was telling Ashley that her daughter is very proud of her German side, but she wants her to be just as proud of her black side, but she doesn't really have a lot of black women to look up to. Her family's in Detroit, so she's not around a lot of black women, and she just wants her to be as proud of the black side like she is the German. That set off alarms for me. It set off alarms because, first of all, I really don't know too many women who don't look up to their moms and love their moms and adore their moms and just like, I feel like every daughter looks at their mom as if she's the most beautiful thing that they've ever seen. That's just my opinion, unless your mom is raggedy, and then, that's a whole nother story. But usually girls love their mom, adore their mom, right? Unless she's abusive or whatever. But for her to say she's proud of her German side but not her black side, that's kind of weird. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. You know what it gave? I don't know if y'all ever watched the Kardashians or not, but I'm not sure if this was on the Kardashian show or if this was on Rob and China's show. There was a scene where I believe it was Scott was teasing Rob and saying something about, oh, you're a black baby. And he was like, no, my baby is Armenian. Rob was like very clear that his daughter was Armenian. She was not a black baby. She was an Armenian baby. And I was like, but the woman you had a baby with is a whole black woman. Let me find out you want the black woman, but you don't want a black baby. Like, that was very, I ain't looked at Rob Kardashian the same ever since that little situation. But sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that. Maybe he likes you. He's physically and sexually attracted to you, but he ain't want to have no baby that look like you. Because why would she be so proud of one side and not the other? You guys are raising her here in America. Like, Detroit is just a flight away for her to be around her aunts and cousins and the people. And then, do you not have no black friends in DC? Do you not have no black colleagues, neighbors, friends, homegirls? There are black organizations. Like, hello, you can't join Jack and Jill moms or whatever they got going on. Like, why does she not have black women to look up to? Like, did your husband keep you away from black people? Did he make you get rid of all the black people around you? Like, what's really going on there? Something nefarious is happening and I don't like it. That's kind of weird to me. Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing her husband at all this season. Because that right there, girl. Stacey, are you okay? Blink if you need us, girl. Wink 3 times in your left eye and let us know if you are okay. Because that's just weird to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know where this is gonna go. But, yeah. Okay, you know what else rubbed me wrong about Miss Stacey is her saying that she's been separated from her husband for a year. She has an apartment that she lives at when her husband's in town. And she times her schedule to be at the house when he's not there. And then when he is there, she goes to her apartment. And then she's like, our daughter doesn't know that we're getting a divorce. I don't really like that too much. I believe in protecting your kids, okay? Your kids don't need to know everything. But the thing about it is your daughter is not a little girl. Like, she's growing up and she's an intelligent young girl. She's not stupid. She has to have noticed that things are different around here. Mommy's only here when daddy is not here. And when daddy is here, mommy is somewhere else. She notices that. I hate when adults treat children as if they're not people too. They might be young. They might be inexperienced. They may be naive to things, but they're not dumb. They're not stupid. They observe. They pay attention. They know, even if you think that they don't know, they know. Kids be knowing. Like, we all started off as children. We knew a lot of things that our parents thought we did not know. And then you guys cross the threshold of 18 and y'all think like y'all never were a child before. You don't remember being a child. You don't remember the thoughts you had as a child. You don't remember making discoveries and learning things and observing things that your parents thought you didn't know. I hate when people do that. Like, come on. Like, how your daughter not gonna know that something is going on with her parents? And then now you're on TV talking about it? Stacey girl, I'm liking you, but this right here, you sound a little crazy. You don't sound well, okay? You can't be serious. Now, Ashley saying that she identifies as a black woman, even though she's biracial, is news to me. Because didn't she always say she identifies as a biracial woman? Isn't that the gripe that Giselle and Robin had with her season 1? And her saying that she's lighter than everyone in her family. Ashley, you are literally half a shade lighter than your mom. You look like everyone in your family. Now, we've seen your mother, we've seen your grandfather, we've seen your grandmother, we've seen your Uncle Lump. Everybody look like you, Ashley. Everybody look like you. You and your mama are in the same, they're all in the same hue, okay? You can wear her makeup, she can wear yours. Girl. Now, your children, yeah, your children and you are gonna definitely have some discussions in the future. But Girl, you look just like your mama. Stop. Stop it. So, y'all see this sit down with Wendy and Giselle. It pretty much went how I thought it was gonna go. Like, we saw that Wendy was doing interviews, you know, saying, oh, you know, me and Giselle really go through a journey. You have to watch the journey that we go through to understand how we went from A to B and how we're good now. And I wasn't surprised. I wasn't enlightened. Nothing happened that I thought was not gonna happen. Like, there was nothing there. I don't even like how Giselle approached her initially, like, oh, we're wearing feathers. Giselle, you would do well to never speak on anyone's fashions. You would do well to that's just not your lane, sweetheart. We can't force you to dress better, but girl, don't be trying to get nobody advice on how they should dress. Like, let's just not do that, okay? Wrong road.
Wrong road.
Wrong road from the onset. Okay. But anyways, I knew, just like so many of you, that Wendy was going to be made to look like she was the problem, right? Giselle was going to play victim and Wendy was going to be the bad guy. We all knew that that's how this was going to go down. That's why so many people were not pleased to see Wendy reconciling with Giselle. Okay, we're not dumb here. We've been watching reality TV for a while now. We're not dumb. We know how this goes. Production obviously said you two have to make up. You guys have to come to some type of something. And we're going to film it. Y'all going to have a sit down and y'all going to have to be nice to each other, right? We already knew that production was going to have Wendy looking like she was begging to be in Giselle's good graces. And Giselle was going to give her a half-ass something. We already knew that. And then we knew that it was definitely going to be edited in Giselle's favor to make Wendy look like a desperate pick-Misha. We knew this. Like, we already knew this, and this is why a lot of us was not excited to see a reconciliation, because they're going to play Wendy every single time. And that's what happened here. So a lot of people were online expressing how Giselle ain't taking responsibility or accountability for nothing. And Wendy got in the comments, I think the Brooke Ashley was like, girl, you gave in way too easy. And then Wendy was like, nah. She quote tweeted her and she was like, girl, nah. That conversation went for 2 hours. I addressed everything. They just didn't show it. But we knew that was going to happen. We knew that was going to happen. We knew that you was going to be edited to look like the fool. Because that's what they do when it comes to Giselle. They're always going to prop Giselle up to look like that girl, and they're going to make the other person look like a fool. They always do that. I took issue with Giselle telling Wendy out the gate, oh, you know, when you're good, but when you get upset, you have a condescending way that you speak to people, and I just don't like it. And when I don't like you, I don't talk to you. And then, of course, Wendy was like, well, you know, I don't like the fact that you like to alienate people from the group. So this is the thing, right? Season 5, when Wendy came on the show, Giselle and her were like, hey, we're both sorors. Yes, girl. Hey, girl, I like you, girl. Oh, girl, I'm going to come to your baby's sip and see, and I'm going to wear the gele, and I'm going to be wearing pink, and yeah, we going to do all the things. Girl, I like you. And Wendy was very nice to you, and you were nice to Wendy. The next season, you come on the show, and you played in Wendy's face. You played on Wendy's top, and you were not expecting the reaction that you got. Everybody knows that season 5 was messy as hell because the fight happened between Candace and Monique engaged a lot of bloggers to help her spin a narrative. One blogger in particular attacked every woman on the cast of Real Housewives of Potomac with the exception of Monique, Karen, and Ashley. Monique and her allies were spared. Everyone else was not. Everyone else was viciously attacked. They said nasty things about Giselle, about Robin, about Wendy, about Candace, about Charisse. Okay? They went in on everyone except for Monique and her allies. So for Giselle to start off season 6 with a rumor that this particular blog put out there when this same blog said nasty things about you, and you chose not to bring that up on the show, but you brought up what they said about Wendy. You attacked Wendy. That's an attack. That is a calculated scheme. It's a plot. You did that intentionally. Because if you're not going to bring up what they said about everyone else, you're not going to bring up what they said about you, why bring up what they said about Wendy? Because season after season after season, you have nothing to contribute. You thought because Wendy liked you that she was going to kiss your ass. You thought because Wendy liked you, you could play in her face. Oh, I could say, I'm worried about Wendy and her marriage because, they're saying rumors about her and her husband, and she's getting all these procedures done. She wants to direct attention away from the rumors. And damn well that's not what it was. It was very obvious to everyone watching that you didn't have nothing to talk about, so you thought to talk about Wendy. You didn't talk about Jamal. You didn't talk about yourself. You didn't talk about nothing that was relevant. You decided to play in Wendy's face. And when Wendy let you know that she would drag you out into the streets and beat your ass for playing with her family, you didn't see that coming. I kind of think she did see that coming though. I think she saw it coming. That's why she tried to scoop back and let Ashley take the reins. But Wendy was laser focused on you. You're mad that Wendy embarrassed you. You're mad that you started with Wendy and she finished with you. It has nothing to do with being condescending. Now, Robin could tell that little lie, oh, you're condescending and I don't like the way you talk to people. Maybe Robin and Ashley, really it's Ashley. Ashley Mike can say that. Ashley Mike can say that she doesn't like the fact that Wendy speaks to people in a condescending tone. Maybe Ashley can say that. But you, Giselle, you don't get to say that. But you don't get to start a fight with someone and tell them how they are to defend themselves. Where did they do that at? I feel like the conversation was all for nothing because y'all robbed us. We didn't even really get to see what happened. And I know truly not going to be pleased that Wendy exposed that. But did Wendy even have to tell us? I could have told y'all that was going to happen. I could have told y'all that was going to happen because it was they have a pattern of behavior on this here show. We already know how things go. So before this episode aired, a lot of people were saying that Giselle is only making nice with Wendy because Robin got fired and she don't want to be next. And this sit down did not change our minds. We still think that. Let me tell you where it went left for me when it came to Giselle. Y'all remember back in season 6 when they was doing the whole Nicki Minaj promos, they was using Moment for Life, and then they ended the season by going on The Real. If I remember correctly, I think it was Karen had Monday, Mia and Robin had Tuesday, Candace had Wednesday, Ashley and Wendy were supposed to have Thursday, Giselle was supposed to have Friday. What ended up happening was Ashley did it by herself because Wendy had to rush home. She had to leave early and fly back home because her daughter was in ICU. As a mother, as a human being, but most importantly, as a mother, how do you hear something like that and not feel some kind of way? Like, this happened, I think, Thursday, either Wednesday night or Thursday morning. Friday, Giselle goes on The Real and is shading Wendy, goes wherever else, shades Wendy. When you see Wendy at the start of season 7 and Wendy approaches you and says hi to you, you say, don't touch, no touching, no touching. You then proceed to ignore her for 2 more seasons. This is not a person who wanted to move forward because her father died. For all of you ladies to be on the other side of the country and Wendy to get a phone call that her daughter is in the hospital and she have to fly back home, how do you not feel something as a mother? How do you not feel like, oh my God, I feel bad for her. What we're fighting over is petty. I feel bad. How do you not feel bad for her? So now you want us to believe because your father passed away, now you have all this compassion. Bullshit. I call BS. I call BS. This is not real. You can't fool me. You cannot fool the viewers. We are not stupid, okay? We're not dumb. you're not the type of person that has shown that you can be compassionate towards others. You're not a person that, like, you're not going to convince us that you really wanted to move forward with Wendy because, oh, you've seen the light since your father passed away. Sorry. We don't believe you. This is the same lady that ignored Wendy for 2 seasons, but the moment someone said, oh, Wendy's mother is a witch, here comes Giselle. Oh yeah, I talked to my ex-husband and he told me to stay away from them because they all working together for evil. They're no good. Her mother is a witch and she knows everything her mother is doing. How do you know anything? You don't even talk to this woman. You've ignored her for 2 seasons in a row. And now all of a sudden, girl, bye. When Wendy was like, my mom was in the hospital and you were calling her evil. Oh, I didn't do that. But you did. You did. You have revealed to us so many different ways that production fills you guys in on what's going on. You knew that girl mama was in the hospital and you called that lady evil. I will say that once it was revealed that Wendy's mom was in the hospital, they never showed Giselle talking bad about her mom again after that. But leading up to it, in the moment when it was going on, you absolutely did insult her mother and call her mother evil. You did that. You did that. Then you tried to add some type of credence to it to say, yeah, my ex-husband, he's a pastor and he told me this kind of stuff is real, Giselle, stay away from them. You did that. So now we're supposed to believe, girl, bye. You're doing this because you want to keep your job. And I don't blame you for wanting to keep your job. I don't blame Wendy for wanting to keep her job. Hey, the show must go on. We get it, but don't tell us lies. We're not stupid. So Kiana and Karen's meetup, I thought that was really cute. I was excited to see Kiana because they played my girl. Okay, I don't know why she wasn't in the first episode, but she's here now. And I think her and Karen's little friendship is really cute. But can I be for real? We've seen this before, okay? We've seen this before. We know how this is gonna go. Karen really enjoys having a cute little girl that loves and adores her, that's like a daughter on the show, and then she gonna disappoint you. So Kiana, be careful, girl. Be careful. I'm just saying. So during this visit between Kiana and Karen, Kiana finds out that Karen had a birthday party that she wasn't invited to. She ain't know nothing about it. And Karen's like, wait, what? Yeah, you were supposed to be there, girl. And did Giselle do that on purpose? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. As much as y'all know, I ain't really feeling Giselle these days. But I don't think she did that on purpose. I don't think so. I think Karen was being a little messy there. I do feel like I would have much rather see Kiana over Jacqueline. I don't know. I don't think she did that on purpose. Like, I really don't. I just kind of feel like Jacqueline is not really a relevant part of the show. She's Mia's accessory. Kiana needed to be there. Why invite Jacqueline and not Kiana? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to blame Giselle for this one. I don't think Giselle did this. I think it's just that's just how they like to start some mess. I don't know, but anyways, you know, we saw later on where Giselle was explaining that she couldn't invite Kiana because she only had so many seats available. And unfortunately, Kiana didn't make the cut. But she's definitely going to invite her to her GNA event. And we already know Kiana's not interested, okay? The last GNA event that she attended, she was assaulted by a wild Deborah. She don't want to come to no more GNA events, okay? And I mean, anybody would have PTSD if something that looked like that attacked you with a glass object and you required stitches. My good sis Kiana had to leave in an ambulance, and I'm still not over that. I'm not. And I don't blame her if she ain't over it, because it happened to her. She sends her regrets. She won't be able to make this GNA event, and I don't blame her. Now, I forgot where, but somewhere in the mix, Karen said something about she didn't like this Inquisition party and she wants to see who's really down for Karen. She said that in the last episode and this episode. And see, Karen, I like you. Don't make me have to come out here and drag you, okay? Because you do got some stuff to explain. You really, really do. And like I said, this might not be the group that really can hold you accountable, but there might be a few people in this group that can tell you something about yourself, okay? You gonna get on my nerves if you over here talking about, I want to see who's really down for me. Girl, that's gonna annoy me. Because at the end of the day, whatever happened with you, you're not in the right. We're extending a little bit of grace, but do not push your luck, okay? You might want to keep it cute with this, like, keep it cute. Okay, so Karen inviting everyone to attend this event where she will be receiving an award on the same night as Giselle and Ashley's event that's honoring Giselle's father. Can I just say, in real life, real life, if there was no cameras and this was just a group of friends, I would definitely be saying that, Karen, you dead ass wrong. Okay, you messy for that. Okay? You ain't right for doing that. But because it's Giselle and because it's Real Housewives of Potomac, I've dug deep. I've dug really, really deep. And I don't have nothing for Giselle. I know y'all are going to be mad at my take, but I'm sorry. This is just how I feel. I don't have nothing for Giselle. Giselle, you've been terrorizing people on this show for 8 seasons, okay? You are incapable of showing another person compassion. You are incapable of being genuinely supportive of people's businesses and whatever they got going on in their life. You are incapable of not trying to attach yourself to someone's misfortune and making it a moment and not trying to create drama and embarrass people. You have never been genuinely supportive to anyone on this show, including Robin. Did y'all forget when she was calling Robin's business embezzled? Yeah. So, with this being said, did I think that Karen was wrong? Like I said, in real life, Karen would be wrong. But because this is a reality show that thrives off of drama and mess and antics and foolery, Karen did what she had to do. Karen's storyline so far has been she made a really terrible, reckless, poor decision and got behind the wheel of a car when she was under the influence, okay? And of course she wants to distract away from that, okay? Of course, if these people called her up and say, girl, we want to honor you and give you an event for you being a businesswoman in the area, you goddamn right, Karen is going to take them up on that offer to give herself some kind of something for the season and it not always be about the crash. And you can also expect her to invite the other ladies because if you have an event and no one shows up, it won't be filmed. So she needs 1 or 2 people to show up to her event at least so that it makes the episode. So if you thought she wasn't going to do that, come on now, she's going to do that. Now, do I think that Karen called these people up, like Giselle is saying, that she called these people up and said, hey, I want you guys to honor me? I hope not. I don't know. I feel like that might be a reach, Giselle. Do I believe that they weren't initially looking at Karen to honor her? Probably. But do I believe that she called them up and said, hey, give me an award, honor me? It's possible. I don't know. I don't know if that's something Karen would do. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I do think, though, that the proper thing to do was, Karen, you attend the event, take Kiana and probably Wendy and go to the event. I don't think you should have invited everyone. The whole thing that you did, yeah, that was a little weird. That was a little distasteful. But the way that Ashley called herself, saying she's side-eyeing Karen shouldn't have done that. Why she shouldn't? So, do you guys remember season 3? I know a lot of people didn't really watch, but do you guys remember season 3 where Karen had just moved to Great Falls And Giselle was like, what's the real tea? I guess the real tea for her moving to Great Falls is because Ray is broke and he has these tax issues. Remember that? Do you remember when Karen had the press conference? Giselle showed up wearing a Free Uncle Ben t-shirt, tax reform and all this other stuff on the shirt. Do y'all remember that? Karen also hosted an Alzheimer's event. That was right before her mother passed away, and then a few months later, her father passed away. Her mother and Ray's mother both suffered from the disease. And Giselle and Robin decided not to go. But at the last minute, showed up to the event and tried to confront Karen about some drama with Sherman's ex-wife. Do y'all remember that? Also during season 3, while Karen's parents were both dying, when they went to France, do y'all remember how Giselle shouted in the hotel lobby, oh, everybody knows that Ray wants to have a night with Erica Lyles. He wants to lick her up and down. Anytime he sees Erica, he leaves you in the dust. We all know he wants to spend the night with Erica Lyles. Do y'all remember that? That was season 3, while Karen's parents were very, very much sick and dying. While Karen was going through some of the toughest times of her life, Giselle didn't practice decorum. She didn't practice any class. She didn't show Karen any grace. So do you think Karen owes her anything? Karen don't owe her shit. I'm so sorry. Karen don't owe her shit. I understand that this event was about your dad and you loved your dad, but so did Karen. Karen loved her dad too. And you guys were horrible, in the words of Robin Dixon. You were horrible to Karen. So why is Karen supposed to show you any kind of, why she's supposed to care? Did y'all remember season 4? They went to New Orleans to celebrate Giselle's father's birthday. Remember that? And literally this was on the heels of Karen burying her dad. Giselle, as a human being, didn't stop to think for 1 second like, dang, I'm here, you know, getting to be all up under my dad, and we're going on events and we're doing this and we're doing all these things for my dad, and this woman just buried her dad. And what does Giselle do? She makes fun of Karen the way that she's grieving and mourning her loss. Oh, you wanted to stay in the room and be on Instagram talking to strangers. Karen is like, I don't feel up to going to the club. I don't feel up to doing all the events. I told you I would come on this trip, but I can't participate in everything because I'm still grieving. And she made light of what Karen was going through. So you tell me why Karen is supposed to care about what Giselle is experiencing. Giselle has skipped out on several of Karen's events. And some of the events that she has gone to, she has started nonsense at these events. So why is Karen supposed to have so much respect for you and the events that you host when you have had none for her? Giselle, you have been horrible to everyone on this cast. So for you to have this audacity and this entitlement to feel like everyone has to show up for you because you're doing something in honor of your father, it's crazy. It is really not, like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't mean no bad to her father at all. I lost my dad. So I would never try to make somebody feel bad. But this mindset of these people owe me something and they have to be there because it's for my father. You don't care about nobody else's father. You don't care about nobody else's children. You don't care about anyone or anything unless it's yourself. You care about you and yours, and that's it. You have done some really off-putting things over the years. And so for you to not expect a little of that back, that's crazy to me. And I know people are going to be like, well, they apologized and they moved on. They apologized, but Giselle continues to do the behavior. She's always going to continue with the energy and with the same behavior season after season after season after season after season. She will apologize and turn right back around and do something nutty. She doesn't care. But when it's her, we're supposed to care. I really think Giselle was done a disservice. I don't think anyone taught her that you should treat people the way you want to be treated. Like, I don't think anyone ever taught her that. Because the way that Giselle operates is she thinks that only she deserves to have nice things and everyone else deserves to be treated a certain way. Like, she really seems to believe that. When Karen was going through what she was going through season 3 and 4, I just don't understand how you're right there. You're like a few years younger than Karen. Did you not think like, damn, one day it's going to be me? One day my dad will pass away and I will want compassion. Did you not think that? Clearly she didn't think that. Not the way she was acting. She couldn't have thought that. Like, I don't know. I cannot with Giselle. I hope that Karen makes a donation to the event. But as for everyone else. So, as for Giselle kicking the other women out of the event. Okay, we all saw they called Ashley and said, girl, we're going to get there around 8:30. Ashley's like, if y'all don't get here by 8 o'clock, when I saw the previews, I got on Twitter. I was just like, what's going to happen if they don't get there by 8 o'clock? What's going to happen? Because what are y'all going to do? Well, I guess we saw what they was going to do. Giselle said they can't come in. She kicked them out of her event. And I think Ashley should have told them that, hey, if y'all don't make it here by 8 o'clock on the dot, Giselle doesn't want you guys to come in. She probably should have told them that. But I guess letting them show up and kicking them out, I guess it made for more drama. I do not know. I do not know. Actually, I do know. I think that was a little dumb because if this is a fundraiser and you got Jassy is a Kansas City Chiefs girlfriend and you got QVC over here, you probably don't want to kick out people who got the bag. You don't want to kick them out. I don't know. I just feel like if someone causes a disturbance, then by all means kick them out. But they arrived 3 minutes late. Yeah, Giselle, you did too much. You did too much. The purpose was to raise money for a cause dear to your heart. Raise the money. You don't kick the money out of the event. That don't make no sense. That wasn't very smart. That wasn't very smart. But I guess shall. All I can say is I am so glad that Wendy made the executive decision to stay at Karen's event and send her regrets. I am so glad that Wendy did not give you the satisfaction of kicking her out of your event. My heart is pleased. You can't kick me out of something I didn't even show my face to. I was happy. I was pleased. Thank goodness, because I know I would have been feeling some kind of way. I done hustled and bustled to get to your event, and then you tell me I can't come in? Bet. You ain't got to worry about me. You do not got to worry about me. I think they took too long to leave. They took too long to leave. The way it should have gone down is as Ashley was coming outside to chase them, she should have been catching they dust, they smoke, okay? The smoke from the car, you should have been inhaling that, Ashley. Y'all took too long to leave. Y'all should have left. You should have clowned her. Like, girl, are you really going to come out here and ask us for a donation? Please take your broke ass back inside that. This new girl, Jassy, I think I like her. I think I'm going to like Jassy. People trying to say that she had the comebacks like Candace. I don't know if she's not going to replace Candace. Nobody can replace Candace. But I might enjoy her on this show this season. I hope to. I hope to enjoy her. I hope she don't do nothing that made me be like, girl, don't embarrass me, Jassy, because I think I might like you. Stacey, I don't know. I did like how she was like, oh my God, they're kicking me out? Girl, have you never watched this show? Do you not know how these women behave on Housewives? Girl, I need you to catch up. Yeah, I actually enjoyed this episode because the first episode really didn't do nothing for me. It didn't do nothing for me. But this episode I liked, and it looks like the next episode is going to be good as well. Yeah, I like this. I think we're going in the right direction. I think we are. Now, I hope Karen donates. The rest of the heifers don't have to donate. Karen, you should definitely donate. I don't know about everybody else. You ain't kicking me out and expecting shit from me. I can promise you that. You won't be getting anything from me. It will be a long time. It will be a very long time before I attend the next Giselle and Ashley event. Well, what did Jassy call them gangsters and alcohol? Girl, now what does that mean? Child, I don't know, but I'm happy that this episode was a lot better than the first episode, because the first episode, yeah, it wasn't nothing to see. But y'all, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and share my video if you will. Y'all, I've been getting, my numbers have been going up and down, up and down, up and down. Like, YouTube girl, what's up? Like, why are you unsubscribing people from me? I'm trying to get over this hump. Like, I've been stuck at, what is it, 940 something back and forth for like 3 months. What is really going on, y'all? Please help your girl out, okay? Please help me get some subscribers. Share my video. But I'll catch y'all in the next video.